Hello, welcome back to Auction Spy. Thank you for coming. This is the channel where we deal stack properties that will be going to auction in the coming days. We'll try and work out the best strategy to apply to the properties, and after it's been through auction and we see the purchase price, we'll work out what kind of strategy we think the purchaser would apply to that purchase. So without further ado, I want to take us to Scotland today for the very first appraisal of a property in Scotland whilst doing the Auction Spy. So I've been to the EIG Property Auctions website, no affiliate, but I did a search for Scotland and very few properties came up. No doubt this is because of the COVID-19 situation. There are 23 in total, and a lot of these are not due to go on sale till June. I found one which might be good for us to appraise from a commercial and development perspective. Let's see, is it on this page? Oh yeah, that's it, this one. The Blackhall Street in Renfrewshire, PA15 1UT. Now, I haven't done any appraisal of anything in Scotland on this program, so it would be interesting to see how this goes. But the data behind the scenes should cover Scotland, England, Wales, Northern Ireland, and everywhere in the UK. So let's see how this performs. Now, this is a commercial, and the idea on this one is that well, it's vacant, and generally what people do is if they purchase this kind of property, they would leave downstairs as commercial, and then the upper floors will be converted to flats. Now what we've got here is a terrace building, 3 floors, 11,000 square feet with development potential, and it says it's vacant. Fine. Okay, let's look at some legal docs. Okay, oh, we only have one document here, and it's the general conditions. Let's see what that looks like. Okay. Right now, prior to the auction date, the seller may be, okay, that's just saying that you can purchase at any point, even before the auction. You can make an offer, and if it's accepted, it's sold. A deposit of 10%, yep, that's fine. This one's an online auction, so you need to be pre-approved, as far as I understand. So the usual terms: if you don't complete, you get a charge, a certain bank rate. Okay, so it's bought as seen or sold as seen. Searches, no legal reports. Okay, so you would need these searches if you want to purchase this. There's no point buying stuff if you don't know what the legal background is, and if you actually have any title. I know Scotland is a bit of a different market to England, but a purchase needs to be backed by legal documents, and you need to know exactly where you stand. Interestingly enough, I can't see anything that really stands out. It's a fairly small document, but there should be a lot more. Okay, let's go to stacking this deal. Now we go to Valap, PA15 1UT, postcode. Okay, there's that. Let's go there. PA15. Okay, that's a good start. Okay, what was it? 39 West Blackhall Street. 39. Is there 39 here? It's only got palm stretchers thing. Okay, can do that. I'll change that to, let's see more. Okay, yeah, it's got everything else. Just take that away and copy that to here. Purchase price or guide price on this one is okay, 149. commercial auction. Country, let's put Scotland. Let's give it uppercase. It's now. Right. Okay. Do we have any telephone numbers? Yeah, 014 0141 266 266 0125. Okay, not particularly necessary, but let's go. Yeah, right. Okay, so hasn't found any EPCs for this property. That's fine. Okay, so we complete what we do know. Okay, here we don't really. Let's just put three bedrooms. See what that brings back. Floor area changes to square feet, and what we had was 11,314. Okay, let's get appraisal. Start stacking. Let's go. Okay, so can't get any low sold prices. Right. Okay, so there isn't enough data for this postcode, which is interesting. Let's see. Okay, we'd have to do the appraisal ourselves. Let's go into here. Let's do new build appraisal. Just do that. 11314. Let's create a scheme. Totally understand. It cannot get any postcode information. Right, so we have to do this through the advanced section. Then let's put 6 months. Build cost is using 1,500. It wasn't able to get any build costs, so we know no build costs. Finance. So everything as default. Then we'll go to units. Okay, so build it ourselves. Now 11,000. So the ground floor will remain commercial, and as we can see from the building, it's pretty much even. So it splits 11,314 into 3 to get us the ground floor. So ground floor is about 3,700. The top floors will be 3,700 as well. So let's get an apartment, one bedroom. Let's see, we'll do 60. No, so one bedroom will be about 50. Let's do 50. That's 50 meters. So we want to convert from square meters to square feet. That gives us that. Okay. If we do 2 units, so 2 units of that square feet. Okay, so we need to change that to that's per square feet. That's the build cost. So we just converted the build cost from square meters to square feet. Yeah. So let's go in here. Let's see if there's anything on Rightmove for that area. In fact, could do a lot of this on here. Let's just put 100. Wow. 60,000. So the total space is 1,000 and what did I say? Each floor 3,700. Okay, so if we put So we can get 4 flats on each floor. Still less than that. 6 flats on each floor. Okay. So 6 1-bed flats. Another row apartment. Let's do 2 beds. Unit size will be 61 square meters, because that's what we know. We can convert from square meters, we get square feet, apply. Number of units, let's put 4 there. That gives us a total of that, 5. Okay. 30,000 there. Still running at a loss. Then with the commercial space, let's say we get multiple units. So on there, let's say 2 units. So 2 units of 1,500 square meters. 2 units. Then at the moment we need to find out what that is. So let's say it's 500. So that capitalized is telling us that there's a loss of 800,000. Let's see in the area, let's see what sold prices are in this area, see if anything comes back. Ooh, no, nothing. Right. Okay, so in that case, go back here and then we see, look at Rightmove, PA15 1UT. Start with a 1/4 of a mile. Okay, 3-bedroom apartments, 280. Interesting. It's a fantastic place, right? Compared to what we're looking to convert on the high street. Again, look, 2 beds, 70 grand. So I was probably right then in my estimate. What we don't know is the build cost in that area, because if these are the sorts of prices we're looking at, then we may be better off leaving it as commercial if we can get a commercial tenant. So you have a range of 260 grand for a 3-bed flat to 29,000. See what this looks like. Right, so these are things to bear in mind. The value of a property is dependent on what people are prepared to pay, and it seems that you have a balancing act. If there are flats there going for 40 grand and 30 grand in this case, and that's the asking, you haven't made the offer yet. For 1 bed and 2 beds, 33,000. This one for sale by auction, 34 grand. So that is what I'll use for my 2 beds. 34,000. Where's the cost that? So 34,000. Now the question is this how much it will cost to do work? 400,000. I think that might be too high for Scotland. Let's even assume a 1/4 of that is what it costs. So 1/4 of 130, so £40. Do the same up here. Yeah, you're still making a loss on this this one for development purposes. So this is a very interesting one. And where else can you save? Developers' profit is only 195,000 on this. So okay, so this is an interesting one. One of these days I'll find something that works outside, but as far as I can see, unless you come up with a different strategy for this property, but in terms of converting and using the ground floor as a commercial and creating flats upstairs and the upper floors, these prices do not bode well for this area. Bear in mind that if you're doing a conversion, this facade might need replacing, which means you need planning permission. It's not going to be permitted development, and certainly to do the change of front will not be permitted development. So likely they'll reject it, but there is that time to factor in, and there's the additional cost of doing that. So these are things to think about. Now, placing a guide price of 149, I'm not quite sure why. Let's see if we can find anything commercial in the area. Go out to Rightmove. Rightmove does have a commercial area. We can search commercial property. See if we can find anything. Okay. I should download it. Let's see what the rentals. It might be that a better strategy would be to convert the whole building to some sort of serviced office or something. Doesn't look like there's much of a serviced office. Interestingly enough, this is the same size as the building we looked at, and they're saying £2,000 per square for the whole space. So per square meter would be okay, so for us, we'd have to use the same sort of pricing. 11,314. That's to. Let's make that 1. Oh, this one will probably have no build cost in there. It's 10 or something like that. 5. 11,314. 2121 per month. Ooh, goes into the green. Right, but if we only made on this one, it would just be the ground floor, right? So we want to do a third of 11,313. 3 is 3771. So that 2121 would have to be divided by 3 as well. It was 707. Okay. So as you can see, it seems that what's carrying this development is the commercial. Shouldn't spend much doing any works, because generally you'd rent on a full repairing and insuring lease, and it's for the tenant to sort out the space. So okay, if you did decide to convert upstairs to apartments, then there is some money to be made 250,000 roughly, or 260,000 to do the conversion is fairly conservative. Oh, okay, yeah, this price needs to come down actually. 25,000 goes back in the negative. I feel that this property will probably work better retaining it as a commercial, or if you have connections with any housing association, they might be interested in it once you've got planning to do the work. But do not underestimate how much work it would take to convert this structure to a structure that people want to live in. The Paddy place looks alright, so if you want to replicate that, it will cost a bit to get rid of this pebble dashing exterior, change all the windows, change everything, and then do the internal works. And being mid-terrace as it is, you may not be able to get as many units as I've factored into my calculations, just purely based on where the windows are in the building. They'd probably be front and back, and then handling of the internal space, and replacing all the facade. So all these things are costs that you must factor in. Based on my calculation, you cannot, if you are doing the same strategy I have in mind, you would not be going for this, because it's quite negative. The prices are very low. It's worth phoning agents to find out what the market is doing. So thank you very much for watching this video. Hopefully next time we'll come up with a deal that works. If you do think that I've made any mistakes, please do let me know. I am learning just as much as I'm teaching you guys. But it's great to have this Valak product helping us tweak things and decide really quickly if a product would work, if a property is worth investing in, and if a property is worth investigating further, i.e. traveling up to see it physically or phoning the agent. So yeah, thank you very much, and until next time, welcome to Valak and Auction Spy. Hope to see you again.